Welcome, my dearest friends, to episode 2. You can't change the fruit without changing the root. Quote by Stephen Covey. I clearly see no sign of reservation, and I tell him so. I make my point steadfastly that I do not have time for this and that I have to work. He counters back with how this is his seat and this is where his computer is supposed to be. This is his place. I repartee, curtly, disgruntled, and with the hairs on my neck getting prickly like a grizzly bear about to charge. I do not have time, and I have to work. I'm at loggerheads, and the wall facing me is 5 years old. Can you think of a time when something like this has happened to you? Was there one moment in time when you realized that in order to change what you were receiving, you had to think and act a different way? Perhaps even try something new. This was my interaction with my nephew. I have my work seat. This is my seat. I've been sitting on this special chair every day for the last 2 weeks, facing the wall with the window to my right. It's mine. Why? Because I always sit here. Yet, here comes this little guy as I was about to plant myself to start working. My head was a busy autobahn with ideas traveling at great speeds. As I was about to sit down, he comes to me to tell me that I have to sit somewhere else, that this seat is reserved. And he holds his ground. He's determined. He says this is where his grandmother's computer has to be because the plug to charge it lies next to it. I can't believe it, I'm losing this battle. I want to and need to get this work done 10 minutes ago. My temper feels like a volcano, rattling and rumbling and just waiting to go off. And then it hits me right in the chest. I ask him a question. What if, when he wants to use this seat, he lets me know and I move? He looks at me, shrugs his shoulders and says, "Sure, no problem." We smile warmly at each other, give each other a buddy high five, and I tell him to enjoy his play while he tells me to enjoy his work. We part as friends. He does not intrude on my work, and when he has to come into my workroom, he trickles in quietly and whispers very politely if he can ask me anything. And when he does, I'm happy to disconnect from my work and give him as long as he needs. To give him my full, undivided attention because, well, he deserves it. My work, though as important as I think it is, and it is, I've come to realize that human relationships are far more important and far more fragile. Being curt, being blunt, not listening to what he's trying to say would hurt him and corrode our relationship. Trying to salvage a broken relationship, if we even can, will take far more energy than maintaining it by just giving him 5 minutes of my undivided attention, compassion, and love. Perhaps this is the secret to maintaining relationships, any and all relationships. How often do we, and I mean I, act out of instinctual anger and frustration instead of compassion? I've come to learn that compassion might not be natural for all of us. It might instead be a muscle to be developed, and it's not developed overnight. What makes it stronger are the daily little tests when someone interrupts me when I'm busy, when things don't go my way, or when someone says something hurtful. Why does feeling pain make me want to cause pain? Yet realizing that the other person might not even realize what they are doing, and that they probably do not have any ill intentions, that's a truckload, a brand new idea. My friend Victor told me something last New Year's Eve which I will never forget. As we were drinking this delicious French Bordeaux from the 80s, he asked me what the wine tasted like. I described it as I tasted it. Smooth, earthy, hints of dried spice, fruit, currants, bits of pepper, etc. When finished, I asked him what did it taste like to him. and I will never forget his reply. Doesn't matter. Everyone tastes the wine differently. You might love it and I might hate it. You might taste spiced pepper and blueberries. I might describe the same wine as tasting like mud. Who's to say who's right? Does my liking the wine make it a great wine? Does my detesting the same wine make it inferior? Everyone is different. Everyone has a different opinion, and that's great. I do not have to agree with someone's opinion, but I can learn to accept their opinion. It's theirs, and it's okay. I do not need to change my opinion to fit in with yours, but in learning to accept your opinion, I keep the bridge between us connected. Such a simple message, and I remain dumbfounded to this day. Such a simple message, and yet so challenging to practice. Am I always going to be able to do what I did with my nephew, to show him compassion when I'm frustrated? The answer is no. But I can try. There's no such thing as a perfect parent or a perfect person. In trying, in practicing daily, and in learning from when I stumble and make a mess, I learn and learn again. Life always gives us another chance. We only have to see it when it comes and take it with open arms. My message to you today: the next time you start feeling frustrated at or by someone, ask yourself, how would you react if this person were a cute 5-year-old child? Thank you for listening, and if you like the story and want to hear more of these, please let me know, subscribe to my channel, and tell all your friends about this. Thank you again. I wish you a beautiful day. God bless you. Stay amazing. Keep smiling. Eat something delicious. And remember to always buy flowers and chocolate for your girlfriend or boyfriend.